Okay, so I'm lying down and I decided to make this video. Um, so right now I'm on this software called Krita. I use this software for my animation project, and the whole purpose of me converting my videos into images are for animation. So right now I'm going to create a new file, and I prefer this size with 1920, height 1080, because I do a lot of presentations and this size is what is required. So I've gotten used to this after a while. I just prefer doing this size, So I'm going to create it. Alright, amazing. So we have our little animation workspace. We see our timeline, and our frames. So the next step, which is so important, pay attention closely. File. We're gonna click file up here at the top, and we're gonna click import animation frames. So the aim here in this video is to get our image sequences onto our animation software, to get it on Krita. So if you're not seeing this, you haven't clicked the right thing, right? So ensure that this is what you're seeing. And then you're going to click add images. So this was actually the file that I saved a couple minutes ago. The folder is called Crystal, and the file is called Crystal's image sequence. And these are all the images of the video. Alright, so now I'm going to select all of them. Open, and there we have it. We have all the images, and ensure that you don't change anything else. Just select your images and click OK. So here we have it. All of the images are uploaded on its frames. You can see the different, how the flag changes its position, right? This is our video, just that it's in frames. And so I'm gonna create a new layer. And what we do after this is call our layer like whatever we want. I'm gonna call it tracing. In animation, tracing is called rotoscoping. Rotoscoping is just tracing the movement of an object. It helps out a lot in animation when you want like a scene of two men fighting, if it's a dramatic karate scene and you're like, how do I draw this? You just video them and upload it, convert the video into images, and get those images on your animation software and trace it. Trace every single step that they made to create that movement. Every step. The images break it down for you. So I also forgot to mention that sometimes when you open Krita, this is not the first thing you see. For some people, this just popped up because I use it a lot, the animation workspace. When I first opened up Krita, this is what I saw. Oh, what happened? When I just opened Krita, this is what I saw. Oh, I clicked new windows. That's what happened. Sorry. Workspace. So I'm gonna click default. This is the first thing I saw. I saw this there was no timeline, there were no animation tools, nothing. So you're gonna have to go into window and you're gonna have to click workspace and animation. Or if you don't want to do that, you can just go into tool, go into setting, and you have Dockers, and Dockers, it gives you a list of tools that you need to do your work. So you see brush, preset history, you see layers, you see onion skins, you see palette, patterns, all of those things. You can get your animation timeline up, right? And it appears. And there you see your layer, right? So now we're going to start tracing. I don't have my stylus and I don't have my tablet, so it's gonna look a bit crappy. So that was frame 0. We're going to a next frame and we right click, and then we left click create blank frame. So we're tracing a new picture, a new image to get movement. And we're finished with that. We right click again on the next frame, create blank frame, and we trace. Right. Do it again, create blank frame, trace. I told you it would look crappy. So I don't really want to make this a long video, so I'll just stop right there. But I want you to see, if you want to see how the work is looking so far, you play it from 0. Yeah, that's how it's looking so far. So we're getting some movements. If we were supposed to take off the background, like the image behind what we traced, we will like turn off this eye right here at paint layer 2. We turn it off and we just get what we traced, and it will be moving on its own. But I didn't trace much, so if you traced it, you would see it moving without the picture, you know. That's how we as animators, we get our movement. So I'm gonna put it back. What happened here? I'm gonna put it back. Okay, so I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna show you how you save it. You're going to click render animation. And you don't want it as image sequence again. So you're gonna have to select video, not image sequence. It's already an image sequence. We want it as a video, as an animation. So the first frame, it started at 0, and the last frame, it stopped at 3, right? But it really depends on which frame you stopped. So you could keep tracing. From what I can see, the pictures go up to 80, 79. The pictures go up to 79. The images go up to 79, 0 to 79. So that's where you would have stopped if you kept tracing. You would have stopped at 79. But in my case, I stopped at 3, sorry. And I hope that you've downloaded your FFmpeg. That would have to be a next video for another day, how to get your FFM peg installed on your computer. And now we're going to find a location to save our video. I'm going to go in my desktop, and I have animation, a folder of animation right there where I keep all of my animation. Or if you want, you can make a new folder if you want. I'm not sure what you want, but you can make a new folder, but I'll stick to my old folder. And I'm gonna name my file motion analysis. And I'm gonna save it. Right? It's not much work, but I'm just showing you how you can render the image sequence on Krita back into a video as motion analysis. So that is the end of this video. I hope you learned a lot and you understood everything. Thanks for watching.